All right, everybody, I'm back again doing another live stream video here. It is Friday afternoon over here in America, and there's been some huge news today. It's one of the biggest days, maybe in Man City history. At least as long as I've been following the team and been a fan. Woke up this morning early, 7 a.m., getting ready for work, and my phone is blown up with Twitter notifications from all these sources, and I see Haaland deal, and I see expires 2034, and I'm thinking 2034. That can't be possible. I've never seen a contract go until then. I mean, the latest you see is like 2029 at this point, but 2034, and it was not incorrect. That's what we're doing here. City are back. City are serious, and we are spending some huge cash with this deal. People are calling it the one of the most lucrative deals in sports history, and I live over here in the United States where contracts go crazy. I see baseball players signing a 10-year, $750 million deal that just happened this summer. I see NBA players making $50 million a year on the reg. So, one of the most lucrative in sports history, Haaland for City. People are saying it gets close to, with the image rights and add-ons and bonuses and whatever, close to $1 million a week, which is just crazy money. It's NBA money. It's Saudi money. It's big time money. And it's one of the things I've talked about is if we're not going to be able to build a team around Haaland, I would say let's cash in on Haaland and figure out a way that the Pep system works, because a lot of the times during this difficult run we've had, we haven't been able to get him the ball. We haven't been feeding him well at all. So this deal in my mind signals we're building the team around this guy. He's the future of Manchester City. Pep is here. Pep is not here. Cheeky's here. Cheeky's not here. This guy is our guy. He's going to be our Messi. He's going to be our Ronaldo for United, for Madrid, and that's cool with me. I'm cool with that. I think Haaland is even as properly rated as he is, where people know Haaland is great. He's underrated as well, because people like to hate on the guy and say all he does is goal scores, and he doesn't come deep. He doesn't link up play, but the guy came to England and dominated since he's been there. He's top goal scorer 2 years in a row. He may well win it again this year. He broke the scoring record, and he's just going to continue breaking records for City. And I'm all here for it. So I will pull up this picture here. You see him with the 2034 year on this logo. The dude is going to be 34 years old by the time this contract is up. Now, who knows if he stays, the full time. There's reports of a release clause that kicks in 2029, but that's so far down the road, who cares? He signed a new deal. He's here to stay. That's what's important. And he did say, I'm staying here for a long time. I am City no matter what, which is what you want to hear. It's awesome stuff to see, and it's very exciting. Now, not only that's gone on, there's been some major news transfer-wise as well. I'll scroll down here to the other bookmark tweets I've got. City have 3, here we go, deals done so far, with a 4th potentially on the way. But we are looking here. Eintracht Frankfurt's Omar Marmoush, 25 years old. Palmeiras, Victor Reis, I believe is how you say it, 18 years old, Brazilian center back. And Lens center back Abdulkadir Husanov, 20 years old. I'm going to get better with those pronunciations, but that's what I think. City spending big money here. Marmoush is £67 million, and these two are 30-odd million pounds or so each, which is just crazy money to be spending in January, which is great. I'm here for it. It's not my money. I don't care how much we spend. I just want to see us compete and continue to dominate global soccer like we have the past decade. So rebuild needs to be done, and City are clearly pushing on with that and understand what needs to happen and are willing to spend big to get it done, which is fine. I don't know what other club. I don't understand why people on Twitter are so upset with City spending money. I mean, every club spends money. That's how you do. You spend and you rebuild the team, and that's what Arsenal have done. That's what Liverpool have done. That's what Chelsea have done. It's how it works. So just because City didn't spend any money in the summer, we spent 20 million on Savinho, and now we spend big in January. People are upset, but you know what? It is what it is. People are going to be upset. Not a big deal for me. I don't care if other people are upset. I'm happy my club is doing some business and getting some deals done here. So we'll see all these dudes in the transfer window here. I expect them to be probably not available on the bench for Sunday's game against Ipswich. I would be a little bit surprised to see any of them make the bench. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't, but we haven't seen official announcements or anything. There's no picture of them holding up the kit with Cheeky, so and it is already Friday. So, maybe not, but you never know. Could happen, I guess. They could be in the stands. Maybe. That's probably what I would see happening. And then Wednesday, we have PSG. I don't know how it works registration-wise, if you're able to get new players in for that, or if they'll have to wait until the round of 16 or how that works. But surely by next weekend, back in the Prem games, you'll see all three of these guys be able to make their debut if Pep wants to go forward with that. Now, I mentioned a fourth potential signing here, and we have Andrea Cambiaso from Juventus. Now, I will say right out the gate, never heard of this guy. Not a clue. I've never watched Italian football. I don't have access to Serie A here in America, really, so not too sure. But by all Twitter reports, which I'm sure are 100% accurate, people are gassing this guy up big time. They say he's both-footed. He can play left. He can play right. He can play in midfield. He can invert. So, and right here, Ben Matheson, inverts, can stay wide, overlap, excellent playmaker from deep, which is just versatility screams Pep-type player. I haven't done any personal research yet, but that's why I am here. I'm going to go over to my site here, FB Ref, to see who he is similar to. Let's see. Cambiaso. Andrea Cambiaso. You see right here, he is 24 years old, just turned 24 as well, or he's about to turn 21, excuse me. So he's basically 25. He's got 2 goals so far this year and a goal and an assist in the Champions League, which is all good. Now we see the advanced stats over here on the left. He is extremely high in shot creating actions for a fullback, which is great. It's what we want to see. We need more shot creation. He's very in the green on all these stats, which is also exceptional as well. You see he's very good at progressive carries. He's got a very high pass completion percentage, and he's very successful in his take-ons, et cetera, et cetera. Now, when you do look over on the right to his similar players, according to this type of data, you see number 1, Alphonso Davies. Now, for me personally, Alphonso Davies is an incredible player. He's got a contract running out. He's someone I wish City would go for, but Cambiaso seems like the fullback that we're pushing for now. So most likely that's who City is going to be getting. Maybe not January, maybe in summer, but hopefully now. See, similar to Mikel Gutierrez, who I know a ton of City fans have wanted. He's at Girona, and people like him. Similar to Rico Lewis, similar to Jan Couto, somebody who a bunch of Man City fans definitely wanted him to be at least given a chance at City, which he was not, unfortunately. But similar to Theo Hernandez, Nuno Mensch, Ian Matson, and Lucas Vasquez. So to me, these are really good names to be compared to. I view Davies very highly. I view Theo Hernandez very highly. Nuno Mensch very highly. So if they're anything like those type of players, he's anything like those type of players. It's something that I do like for sure. Now, the other site I have become familiar with thanks to L. Dobbins. Was in one of his streams, and he mentioned he has this site here that he likes to use. Data MB. Now, he has the premium version of this, and I have not committed to the premium version yet, but it does have some interesting data for the free side at least. And I'm really into these analytics, advanced stats. Let's go to the dark mode here. So this is his little map player profile here, Cambiasso, and it says down here, players he's similar to, Jan Kuto, Lazari, Tariq Lamptey, which is interesting. So now, if we go with Rico Lewis, we can compare those guys here. Let's see. Rico. I guess they don't class Rico as a center back, or there he is, as a fullback. So he's significantly better carrying the ball forward, significantly better crosser percentage-wise, has more assists, more progressive passes, similar defensively, now a little bit less successful duel-wise and aerial-wise, which is interesting because duels and aerials I feel like we struggle with right now, but maybe they're hoping playing him in the midfield, that would be a differentiator for him. I'm not sure entirely, but he is likely replacing Kyle Walker. So maybe if we look at his Kyle Walker's last season instead of this season, because this season he's been kind of crap, unfortunately. See, again here, this is interesting to me. The dual percentage, Cambiasso is way down in that. Everything else, which is more, technical side of playing the game, he's much better at. He's actually a lot better defensively than Walker, aside from this dual winning and aerial winning percentage here, which is a little bit interesting. I'm not sure I know what to make of that yet. I am happy with the Cambiasso links. I haven't watched a ton of him myself yet. I plan to do that to get some more of an opinion, but the initial data is he does not help much in the aerial percentage and and aerial duels and ground duels, which is fine, I guess. We'll figure out how to replace that somewhere else. But like I said, those are the main stories of the day. Haaland contract, 3 here we goes for our players, and ideally we will be getting maybe Cambiasso, maybe that's another defender, another fullback somewhere else. But people are saying they're gassing him up for sure. And then, of course, we still need a midfielder. There are links. People on Twitter are saying City definitely want to go for a midfielder in January. So who it is, maybe that remains to be seen. There's a lot of talk about Ederson, but that seems to maybe have died a bit. And I don't see it personally. I don't think he's good enough to come in and make a difference for City. I would obviously like Baleba from Brighton, but aside from a British record fee for a transfer of a player, I don't see that happening in January. So we'll keep monitoring it, keep checking it out. I appreciate anybody who watches, just to give it a like or subscribe or comment, whatever. This is something new for me doing, and I'm really enjoying it so far. But I appreciate any support. Anybody follows me on Twitter, wants to DM me, or even come on the show and just talk City or talk about Premier League or whatever you want. We can make it happen. So I do appreciate it. Whenever there's some more news, I will be back. Actually, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a preview for Ipswich tomorrow. That's what my plan is now. So I'll be live tomorrow at some point. I'll post about it on Twitter.